Having an interesting night. Can't say it's one I'm enjoying, but an interesting night nonetheless. Alright, so if I were to make a full bracer out of this. For what I don't know, do you try to ask me to shatter it all and break free? Oh, shit. That's not good. That's bad. Very bad. Yes, you just fucking died, girl. Try again. One more try, what do you say? Nothing else anyway. Again and again, and God, is this it? And yet in this. Over and over. Is we're fighting. One more try, another go. To grow. As every scar seems to grow. Do you say that anyway? There we go. Will I ever get out of here? Annoyingly enough. What? Never check a trace in the end. That's not good. That's bad. Did I just fucking die? Yeah, this is slowly... Again and again, oh my god, this is it. Suffice had it worded than this. Wearing thin. I feel the memories fade away. One more try, another go, as every scar seems to grow. Still we still victims of happenstance. What do you say? 'Cause nothing else matters anyway. All I know and all I fear is that we'll never get out of here. Will I ever get out of here? Will I ever get out of here? There we go. Body or mind? There we go. Welcome to the void. Here's the business I don't understand. Never seems to take it in the end. We'll shatter it all and break free. Cancel. Yes, he just fucking died. One more try, another go. There's something to show. Eternal victims of happenstance. What do you say? 'Cause nothing else mattered anyway. Again and again, oh my god, is this it? Because Sisyphus had it better than this. Oh. Mm. Body or mind? What? Hey, anyone can tell me what each of those means? Yeah. Body or mind? Wait. Looking for what I don't know. And if you have to ask me, we'll shatter it all and break free. Ah, shit. That's not good. That's bad. Yeah. One more try, another go, as everything has something to show. I won't stop, cause there's no need to fear. When this is all I think about, she starts to feel a little dull. Again and again, oh my god, isn't there even Sisyphus had it better than this? I'm still worried about that dense stork. And this is just me making a guess, but if they're a people-pleasing avoidant, and they built themselves a community, then it might just be full of people who don't respect them. It might be full of people who think that they're entitled to things. Because the dense stork has let them do it before in the past. Will I ever get out of here? I'm gonna have to change the file name, but yes. Onto the void. Body or mind? Welcome to the void. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure they were capable of, fucking drawing a line and standing up for themselves. Because if I had genuinely been intending to do as they feared, they would have been in genuine danger. Mm. Posts. Oh, nice. They got the other characters up. Seriously, though. Existence happenstance. You're the one putting yourself in the victim role. Another thing I'm worried about is that they're judging themselves so harshly because they think they need to be perfect in order to keep people around, when that's exactly the reason why I left. It wasn't because of their flaws of being an imperfect person. It was because they clung to keeping the status quo alive when it was already pushing their limits. Don't know why they decided to draw a boundary line or whatever, but hey, glad to hear it. Apparently it's been like what? From what I overheard, like 3 months, and it's just like, oh, cool. Probably nothing to do with me then. No, you give a reaction to someone, and they'll expect it to have access to that reaction. more and more and more the more you give it. That's the reason why you need to balance it out with some no's and some, hey, I'm not wanting to deal with that right now. It did a pretty good job of that around me, but when someone's projecting things onto you and is hungry to get their own needs met without realizing that you may not be capable of meeting those needs, they're not thinking rationally, and you may need to snap in order to get it through their head. Or at the very least, to place down a firm boundary. Because if they ignore you past that, that means they're thinking of themselves, not you. Wish I wasn't attracted to them like a fucking. I wish I wasn't attracted to what I thought they could be, like a moth to a flame. Wish I hadn't gotten attached in the first place. Because then they would have met me. Not my issues, not my insecurities, just me. Please, please fucking change. I am unfortunately not that person for them. That's why they hate me. They couldn't reach that far, even though I tried to. I wish I could reach out a hand, help in some way, but as far as I know, it's exactly because I care about them that I can't. Delete those files, cause geez. Yeah, no, this dear girl continues to serve as a good placeholder surrogate for all of these confused feelings and desires. Yeah. Guess I'll be adding these images to the fictional dork resonance folder. No, if I hadn't put in the efforts I did, I was scared that they would let me pressure them further than they were comfortable with. That's the whole reason why I was getting frustrated, because I didn't want to see that happen. It is not my place to deal with their issues, though, especially if they do not want me in their life. They hate me. They hate me, and I can accept that without beating myself up. For whatever reason they hate me is not for me to know. I could guess at it. I could make 1,000,001 little pokes and prods to try and figure it out. Thought I did that enough already. I don't want to do that anymore. Beyond just keeping a basic grasp of an understanding of, okay, what's the current moment and situation relative to everything? I liked you far more than I ever planned. Bearer of my origin shadow. Not bearer, but definitely reflection. Echo, resonance, don't know what the fuck to call it. I'm not them and they're not me, even if for some forsaken reason there are similarities. I don't want to live. I don't want Freudian slip much. Feels like there was more to that sentence, though. I don't want to live in a world where I completely abandon them. Yet at the same time, I also don't want to live in a world where they get to use me as an excuse while keeping a 10-mile distance away because they don't know how to handle anything emotional. That they keep deflecting and dismissing it. So I don't know. I hope they haven't lost themselves in all the lewdness. Hope they're doing okay, even if they hate me. Can't say I'm going to have a warm reception if they ever interact with me again, but don't really want to. I can't really say that would be out of hostility or a desire to be mean. Hell, all the times I've been mean have been mostly just me trying to self-defense and deal with things ahead of time. Then again, who knows? Maybe I valued them more than they valued themselves. That'd be fucked up. It would be a truth. Okay, this is funny though. Gay, homosexual, gay. Ah, I'm gonna be okay. Just hope they are too, even if I never get to know them. I hate that I can relate whatever fictional relationship I have with someone who doesn't even exist. Any fictional relationship I have with a simulation that lives in my head. I hate that I can relate it to the awkward and confusing dynamic between Chris Dreamer and Noelle fucking Holiday. And it's not on the happy side, it's on the cursed side. You can't tell me that I'm crazy for noticing even a tangential parallel when this is the major resonance of a null here. This necklace and chain of spite used as restraint, either by myself or someone else. The chains are behind, both to hold on to in terms of guidance and in order to hold on to try and stop a dumb idea or an impulsive, angry decision from happening. Yeah, I'm still weird. Nothing more, nothing less to it. 850 by 1275. Why is it? Oh, okay. I can delete that one. And this is one thing I try to keep in mind for myself and others. Just because you want to make sure you're there for yourself doesn't mean that you ever stop caring about someone else. Just means you either make the choice to be there for yourself or make the choice to try and stretch for something that probably doesn't exist. But like every other weird reference point for my feelings and confused thoughts about all of it, what was, what I thought was. Sort by not date, not name, but date modified. Mm. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think I'm that person, though. Well, if you want a summary of what contemplating on this does to me, it's, yeah, yeah, it's interesting because in one way, uh, no, no one's asking for this, no one's wanting this. This is just me venting. This I can definitely relate to. Though I'm thankfully no longer panicking about it. And thankfully I didn't quite go to the same degree because, well, I can't kill Trace. I don't want to. I don't want to just erase this part of me. I want to work through it until it's grown up and moved on. Don't know how long that's gonna take, though. Wait, why do I have two of that image? What? What in the fuck? Ah, whatever. Since I'm staying up late when I really shouldn't, because I gotta get up tomorrow and take the bus over to fucking someplace else in order to make an appointment. I'm not stupid for caring about someone who I thought I saw as in a vulnerable spot. At the same time, I'm smart enough to know that I can't go anywhere near them. Because if I did, what then? I'd just become another excuse, another enablement of all their issues. And they'd try to do the same for me. I don't want that. It's weird. It's just weird. What's worse is that I can't even fucking say they even wanted to use me as an excuse. Fucking if I hadn't said jack shit, if I hadn't told them anything, they probably would have blocked me, moved on, and never thought about it again. It's this weird it's this weird between space that neither of us know how to exist in. And this is me again, getting dragged back into something that doesn't exist. What am I projecting onto the simulation? The idea of someone else wanting to be there for me, but not knowing how to? No, it's worse than that. The idea of someone wanting to be there, but their way of doing it was self-destructive in a way that I can't tolerate. Last I checked. Not because they weren't considerate, but because they were too fucking considerate. Up until that final point, they were too fucking considerate, and then it just became mob mentality. Fucking damn it. Again and again. Honestly, it would be nice if we could hear Noel's inner thoughts towards Birdley on the less civil side. Hmm. I wanna see you be fucking mean. Also, what the fuck is this image? Hold up. I'm getting distracted, like usual. Okay, it's just stickers and whatnot. There's nothing to say about. Are they lovers? No, they're worse. They're idiots. Two dumbasses. Mm. Because it was just all you do is all up to them. Really self-sacrificing in different ways. You mix self-sacrificing with self-sacrificing. What do you get? Two suicidal idiots. Mm. Mm. No, they don't know how to handle uncomfortable conversations, which would be something I desperately need. Because if I don't have to worry about them trying to fucking deflect what I'm trying to say and trying to avoid the uncomfortable conversations, then I can actually fucking communicate. But they don't know how to do that. That's not their comfort zone. And that is my comfort zone. Meanwhile, their comfort zone is them getting to handle things at their own pace. Without me questioning or bugging or asking for anything or feeling like I've got any expectations. Of which, uh, which sucks, because I hate my brain for saying this over and over and over again. It won't shut up. But in the direction of that simulation, that fiction, who I thought they were and who I thought they could grow into, it felt like they did want to know me. I just wish I hadn't pushed them, hadn't been attached. That I hadn't pushed them away just because I was attached. It's weird. I wish I could tell them that there are people who don't care if you throw your image or reputation in the gutter, so long as you're being there for your. How do I phrase this? Because on one hand, there's being there for yourself, and then there's. It is not my place to work through their issues. Their life and their emotions are not my responsibility. They don't owe me anything, and I don't owe them anything. If they ever do choose to talk or interact with me, I hope to everything that they place down clear boundaries, and if it's somehow in VR chat, that they use a fucking more modest avatar. Dear fucking. Oh, here's to another night of me doing a little progress on one thing and being unable to keep myself from venting on another. Oh well. See you all later if you somehow made it to the end of this video. Hope things are staying manageable, both outside and with them. That you're trying to give yourself space even if you've been told not to. That you're not trapped inside the image of yourself that you've created. even if it means stepping out into embarrassment or otherwise. Sometimes being there for yourself means setting boundaries and being sharp with people. But that's not all there is. Sometimes being there for yourself also involves acknowledging your own issues and trying to take ownership of them. I can't say my best was good enough, but I'm glad I damn tried.